Hello, friends. Happy Monday.
Yay!
Monday. It is a beautiful day today. I'm telling you, we need to learn how to deposit positive talk in our
Yes.
mind every single day, every single moment. Do not skip a day. Do not skip a day. I was this morning. Do yourself a favor, do other people a favor by doing what we are sharing for you to do, which is put positive information throughout your day, throughout your minutes, throughout your hours. Because this morning, yesterday we was traveling, me and my husband, and I talked to my husband. I was like, so I asked him, the question I posted here. I was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And yeah, and because my husband also not studying this information, he gave me all this and energy that was not what what I want him to share with me. But I understand, and he is one of the people that I am inspiring.
Yes.
So what I tell him is, I ask him, I say, what would if you ask a little boy, what would he wants to be when he grow up? Do you think he will give you the answer you? And he's saying, but I am growing. Yes. And I say, but go back, be a child again, have fun with it. And then his energy did change. But
Yay.
what I got out of it is me and you doing this, what we doing. It taught me how to be patient, how to listen.
No, definitely how to listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how to listen and allow that person express how they felt. But yet, at the same time, I did not want him to be stuck in that mindset. So I shared with him, what would be the different picture. And he asked me back, so what do you want to be when you grow up? So I am so happy he did, because I was able to give him. He was like, wow, that's a lot to accomplish. He's like, that's a lot to accomplish. And when I understand, because for me and you studying this, we are learning we can accomplish whatever we wanted to accomplish, because we understand that this is we respect our ideas, we respect our desire, because we understand it's coming from God. If it wasn't, just like our old ways, we'll be like, oh, I would never get there.
Right. I used to would have thought that.
Yes, yes, and that's why he was limited, actually, to think more, to want more, to have more, because he's in that limit thinking mind. So after we talked, he was like, I'm not there where you are right now. And I say, well, that's why you are one of my students also.
Get him, Gigi.
And I say that to say that I am already seeing a change in my life, because I can talk to myself internally while he was talking. I did not want that energy to affect me. And I did not want to be a person who is going to push him from saying what he wants to say.
Right.
So because I am his partner, and it is my responsibility. I ask him to share, to be able to, listen, and then also, give him my feedback. So changing yourself, it helps to change others. And definitely working is not selfish. It's not selfish trying to change yourself, because until you change yourself, actually, it's really hard to change others, because
Right.
you are.
Because they're not going to listen to what you say. What you
Exactly.
are is going to be more effective.
Exactly, exactly. So I wanted to share that. And you know, today is a beautiful day, and it's a new beginning, and I love Monday. It gives me a chance to start all over again. Whatever happened last week that I was not able to accomplish, I am able to start all over again. So it is a beautiful thing. So and on the top of that, we are starting a new chapter today.
Yay, and I'm excited about this chapter because this is where it focuses on the words that we say. And so many people don't realize it because they'll be thinking something or wishing well, having well wishes, but the things that they're saying out their mouth, they do out of habit. We all do. I say they, but we do out of habit and don't realize that we're actually contradicting all the good work that we're trying to do in our mind. So we have to remember that the positive words have to come in support of what we're putting into our mind. So in chapter 8, we start bringing it full circle into how we use our words, either positively or negatively. So I'm excited because I love this. I love this.
All right. I will let you lead us to start this chapter.
Okay. And it's how to get the results you want. The principal reasons for failure are lack of confidence and too much effort. Many people block answers to their prayers by failing to fully comprehend the workings of their subconscious mind. When you know how your mind functions, you gain a measure of confidence. You must remember, whenever your subconscious mind accepts an idea, it immediately begins to execute it. It uses all its mighty resources to that end and mobilizes all the mental and spiritual laws of your deeper mind. This law is true for good and bad ideas. Consequently, if you use it negatively, it brings trouble, failure, and confusion. When you use it constructively, it brings guidance, freedom, and peace of mind. The right answer is inevitable when your thoughts are positive, constructive, and loving. From this, it is perfectly obvious that the only thing you have to do in order to overcome failure is to get your subconscious to accept your idea or request by feeling its reality now, and the law of your mind will do the rest. Turn over your request with faith and confidence, and your subconscious will take over and answer for you. Do you want me to continue? You will. Okay.
Go ahead.
You will always fail to get results by trying to use mental coercion. Your subconscious mind does not respond to coercion. It responds to your faith or your conscious mind's acceptance. Your failure to get results may also arise from such statements as, things are getting worse. I will never get an answer. I see no way out. It's hopeless. I don't know what to do. I'm all mixed up. When you use these such statements, you get no response or cooperation from your subconscious mind. Like a soldier marking time, you neither go forward nor backward. In other words, you don't go anywhere. If you get into a taxi and you give a half dozen different directions to the driver in 5 minutes, he would become hopelessly confused, excuse me, and probably would refuse to take you anywhere. Mm-hmm. It's the same when you're working with your subconscious mind. There must be a clear-cut idea in your mind. You must arrive at the definite decision. That's the key 2 words right there. The definite decision that there is a way out, a solution to the vexing problem in sickness or whatever. Only the infinite intelligence within your subconscious knows the answer. And when you come to that clear-cut conclusion in your conscious mind, your mind is then made up. And according to your belief, it is done unto you.
Yes.
We've got to be better at making decisions, even little decisions.
Yes.
It's just so important.
Yes. And our thoughts and our emotions needs to be aligned.
Yeah. That's where the mixed up signals come from.
Yes.
Because in your mind, you're saying, okay, I want this, or your mind, you're programming it for positive things, and then you're saying negative, and your subconscious just, we don't know what to do. I'm going that way. No, I'm going this way. No, I'm going that way. Oh,
right. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. But once we addressed this last time, how a made up mind is a power. Once we made up our mind to follow this path of being a positive thinker, and we say, that's it, enough is enough. We need to get to that place too. Enough is enough. I have been going around a circle, and now I want a new beginning. That's a decision. And we're always making a decision, whether if it is good decision or bad decision. So let's say we want to make a good decision. Once we make that decision, okay, today's a new beginning. I'm going to follow my calling, and I'm going to work on reprogramming my mind. Now, while we are not process, just like me and you going through this 90 days, there will come times where we feel like, okay, well, it was exciting starting it. Now, okay, I'm kind of getting kind of the negative pickup pretty much. And it's all excuses. It's excuse, and it will use all kind of excuse. It could be partners you want to blame. It could be your, yeah, any kind of excuse. It could be a worker you want to blame, whoever. But the moment that we allow the outside to be our reason for us to slack from our commitments, then that's when we need to recognize it, because we are giving it that power.
And
We
that's
should
where we're
not allow,
sabotaging ourselves. Yeah.
yeah, we should not allow no outside power to come in and take away our goals and desires.
We have to be persistent.
Yes. And so because of that, be persistent. And the power for that is to be persistent. Remind yourself, number one, why you start your goals. Number two, yes, even that reminding is not strong enough. I will say plug in, I have saying this over and over, plug in the affirmations. And we might not be even strong enough for that level too. Go to YouTube and just listen to these recordings that is already there. And then have the accountable partner, because you have to show up. You have to show up. If it is by yourself, then you're probably saying, you know what, I will get to it tomorrow. But definitely it's very powerful what we say, and we need to fight until it replaces, until it becomes so natural for us. We only think of positive. And on the next one, he says, easy does it. A house owner once reminisced with a furnace repairman for charging $200 for fixing the boilers. The merchant said, I charged 5 cents for missing bolts and $199.95 for knowing what was wrong. So you are worth it. Similarly, your subconscious mind is the master mechanic, the all-wise one, who knows ways and means of healing and any organ of your body, as well as your affairs. Decree health, and your subconscious will establish it. But relaxation is the key. Easy does it. Do not be concerned with the details and means, but know the end result. Get the feel of the happy solution to your problem, whether if it is health, finance, or employment. Remember how you felt after you had recovered from a severe state of illness. Bear in your mind that your feeling is the touchstone of all subconscious demonstration. Your new idea must be felt subjectively in finished state, not the future, but as coming about now. So have the feeling, have the visualization, and agree with your subconscious mind the truth about you, which is all healthy, and feel it right now, no matter what's going on with you. You want to read the next one? Yes.
Infer no opponent, use imagination and not your willpower. In using your subconscious mind, you infer no opponent, you use no willpower. You imagine the end and the freedom state. You will find your intellect trying to get in the way. That is normal. You will find your intellect trying to get in the way. But persist in maintaining a simple, childlike, miracle-making faith. Picture yourself without the ailment or the problem. Imagine the emotional accompaniment of the freedom state you crave. Cut out all red tape from the process. The simple way is the best. So we have to, even when we make a firm decision that we're going to maintain, a decision that we're going to maintain, we're going to line up our words, line up our thoughts and everything, and then something happens to discourage us. Or our intellect starts saying, what the heck are you doing? That
Yes.
doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Well, I want to share, I'd like to share a story that Bob Proctor, an example, he says. And he talks about, because I hear, whenever I share with Keith and all, I hear logic, the word logic comes up a lot. And Bob Proctor tells a story about how when everybody used to think the world was flat. And so it had to be because in their mind, the logical thinking was people would fall off the side of the earth. How could you be on the bottom of the earth? You can't hang off the bottom of the earth. You know, they didn't understand. So their logic was that the earth was flat. Their logic was wrong. So even though your intellectual mind is saying this is the logical thing or this is illogical, ignore it. Ignore it. You know, don't let your logical mind keep you from your dreams. That's what the reprogramming part is to teach your logical mind a new logic, because you'll see it. You'll see it once you get in it. It'll make sense. There is logic in it. It's a new logic.
Yes.
New way of thinking, and it's a new way of acting, and it's completely irrational and illogical to just the average person that's walking on the street that's never heard anything like this before. Does that make sense?
Yes. It is a decision that we have to make every single day. It's just like we have a decision to make to take a shower. So in that way we will be fresh. And it's just like we have to brush out all of that. Now is a decision of making to be able to think every day positive, to be able to imagine what is our senses saying, no, that's not what I see.
Yeah.
So
you have to learn to recognize it. Yeah.
Exactly. And when I love when they say childlike, because I get it. When they say childlike, I get it, because you have to get to that excitement. And when we're talking about you might not feel like it, yes, there are times you might not feel like doing the visualization work, but you know what? Just to start. Because once you start asking yourself, how would I feel like? Or, those questions, as a child, then your emotion will change. Your feeling will change. You will be a complete different person within that 5-10 minutes that you give yourself. But you have to use a willpower to be able to take the action of doing it.
Yes,
but
that's where your willpower comes in.
Exactly. Just making that decision is the willpower. That's all we needed. But as far as doing the visualization, is really not a willpower, because it will take over once you start, getting on the moment. And first of all, when it comes to the visualization part, we already been saying that you need to write your script.
Yeah.
You need to write your script of what you're going to visualize. Without the script, there is no visualization, because the mind is all over the place if you don't have a clear decision, clear desire, clear script to look at.
Beautiful. Keep the same picture in your mind as often as possible. That's why you want that script, because you want the same picture. Because if you feed your mind too many pictures, if you've got too many scenes going, then I'm not sure at the power in that. It seems like the power might be divided. I guess if it's all pointed in the right direction, it might.
You want to present your mind the same scene over and over until it becomes a reality. Yes. Now, if we're talking about like you have different goals, you need to create a different scene.
Right, yeah, for the different goals, correct.
For different goals. But if it is one goal, you want to see that end result over and over, over and over, and over and over. And so until it becomes a reality. But again, what we've been saying and what we've been learning is that we have no idea how that's going to come about, and it's not our business. But we just need to keep watching the movie in our mind. It has happened. So okay, so he does actually talk about how disciplined imagination works wonders. A wonderful way to get a response from your subconscious mind is through disciplined or scientific imagination. As previously pointed out, your subconscious mind is the builder of the body and controls all its vital function. The Bible says, whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. To believe is to accept something as true, or to live in a state of being it. As you sustain this mood, you shall experience the joy of the answered prayer. So that's why we start from the end
That's right. That's right.
in mind, because we need to believe God already have answered that for us. And when you understand that this desire, this idea is coming from God, you cannot fight the end being answered, because you already know, you already accepted that this is from God. So then and if God gave you the idea, then God must answer your prayer. It's just we need to be able to accept it for ourselves. All this imagination, everything we're doing, we're just trying to prove ourselves, really.
Trying to convince ourselves. That's exactly right. Perfect.
It is. And we're not trying to convince God to give us the answer. It's already ours. The moment that we receive that desire, it is ours. But we've been conditioned the wrong way, that is impossible. And instead of I am possible, we've been conditioned to know it is impossible. So we need to learn how to say, I am possible. I am possible for whatever it is that we desire. And just the last two steps, if you want to read it for us, the 3 steps to success in prayer.
The usual procedure is as follows. Take a look at the problem, number 1. Number 2, turn to the solution or way out known only to the subconscious mind. And number 3, rest in a sense of deep conviction that it is done. Do not weaken your prayer by saying, I wish I might be healed, or I hope so. Your feeling about the work to be done is the boss. Harmony is yours. Know that health is yours. Become intelligent by becoming a vehicle for the infinite healing power of the subconscious mind. Pass on the idea of health to your subconscious mind to the point of conviction. Then relax. Get yourself off your hands. Say to the condition and circumstance, this too shall pass. Through relaxation, you impress your subconscious mind, enabling the kinetic energy behind the idea to take over and bring it into concrete realization. So to me, what they're saying here is, besides the fact of keep your words positive, he's also saying, make your decision, get your story, get your script, and then relax in that. Just say it is done. It is done. And whenever a doubt starts to come, you do no, it's done. See, I have my script right here.
Mm-hmm.
And God said that it's mine, and I'm being careful of my words, and I'm being no, it's done. It's done. And even if I'm still learning to do my words and my thoughts, because we all are, because you just become more and more aware of what you need to change.
Yes.
Just keep saying it is done. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna start doing that. It is.
Yes.
It is finished. I'm gonna keep reminding myself of that, of our own personal goals that we talk about.
It is done. In the other one that I love the most is saying gratitude. When a doubt come to our mind, like you say, done, right? So it is done. So when a doubt come to a mind, the best way to cure it, that I'm finding out, and instead of fighting, saying I, visualize it at that moment, forget it. Get out of that state. If it is, don't fight it. Get out of that state and say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is done. Thank you. It is coming to me right now. And I receive. I receive. I receive, because our struggle is really, it is done. Our struggle is receiving. So we need to be able to say yes. We need to be able to say, I receive. We have been taught for a long time, it is impossible. It is impossible. And that is in us. So to replace that, we need to say, like, what we are being taught. The whole conversation, the whole visualization is, we are trying to convince that we deserve these goals. It is ours. We're trying to convince our own self. Everything is done for us. Everything is laid out for us. God is communicating with us to give us this desire. So because of that, our job is saying, thank you. It is done. And thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I received that. And actually with that, I received that the fact that you are doing this. Actually, she's in the hospital, so I truly honor you for doing this with me. She is waiting for a family member to give birth, and she is
My seventh
dedicated.
grandchild. Yay, 7 boys.
I truly appreciate you. She is you are you are going to grow amazingly. You are for sure because you are dedicated, showing up. You are inspiring me, and I thank you so much. And you have already inspired actually 1,000 plus people that we already know about.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So I thank you so much, and I'm grateful to have you part of my life in this journey. So thank you. And if you want to say anything to them before we close, that would be wonderful.
Just be blessed. Be blessed. Stay happy. Stay faithful. We love y'all. I love you, Gigi. You're
Thank you
awesome.
so much. I love you too. And have a beautiful day. And I want to hear about the baby. Once the baby arrives, then the baby, we can ask the baby, what do you want to be when you grow up?
That's right.
All right, love. Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye bye.